All right, so Dr. Umar Johnson, proclaimed descendant of Frederick Douglass. You know, Dr. Umar is known for several things, being the prince of Pan-Africanism. He also believes in black families, a black economy, self-black reliance. But his daughter made a video yesterday, or a couple of days ago, should I say, about Dr. Umar and how he has not been in her life. I'm going to play her video. Then I'm going to play a video of where Academics was giving a review via Shade Room video of what Dr. Umar had to say about it. Fair use. And I'm going to come back with my thoughts.
Hey TikTok, so I just wanted to come on here with a small short announcement. I just want to start this video off by saying I'm not trying to get clout. I literally just want to have a conversation with my father. My biological father is Dr. Umar. He has another daughter. I tried to contact him about, getting to know my sister on my dad's side. I asked him if he knows her or if he has her number. He ignored me and never responded. I'm 22 years old now. My dad has never been to anything important, no graduation, no birthday parties, nothing. He has not been in my life. Again, I'm not making this video to bash him. I'm making this video to state facts, okay? You can't get on Instagram and get on social media and portray to be an activist and talk about how black kings need to be with black women, but you're not even in your black woman's daughter's life. It doesn't make sense. You're being a hypocrite, and it's frustrating because I reached out to you. I shouldn't have had to do that. I'm your daughter.
And said, please ask that little girl to stand on business by asking her mom to join in on a three-way conversation about why her father hasn't been present in her life. I have no problem with this conversation being public, but her mother must be present for that conversation. She needs to keep the same energy and bring her mother to the table. I'm sure the truth will be revealed if all three of us are present. I have absolutely nothing to hide, and I still have all my family court paperwork in case any lies are told. Trying to use your father's name to build your struggle streamer career is so not cool.
But I will say this. I'm open to the conversation. Where is Mama Smurf at? Get daughter Smurf and Mama Smurf and then Papa Smurf, and we're gonna have a nice conversation in front of the world. Let's get to the bottom of this. And I'm going to bring white man paperwork. Oh, yes. I have all of my white man paperwork. So, baby Smurf, please get Mama Smurf, and Papa Smurf is going to pull up.
You know, a lot of times these guys, and I like Dr. Umar, there's a lot of stuff he says that is absolutely true. A lot of his conspiracies I don't believe in. But a lot of these guys don't really practice what they preach. Dr. Umar, while you have done great things as far as like getting your work out there, the most pro-black thing you can do is be there for your daughters. The most pro-black thing you can do is be there for their graduations, be there for their school dance, and father-daughter dance, all of those things. Now, this young lady's claiming that you haven't been around for anything, but his response was, I've been paying child support since before you were born, and I'm willing to have a conversation with you. And he referred to his baby mama as Mama Smurf, but we need Mama Smurf, we call her Baby Smurf, and Papa Smurf all to have a sit-down conversation so she can know the full truth. Now, let me say this, right? As a father whose kids are older, it's important to have a good relationship with your co-parent. A lot of times, and unfortunately, I haven't been in this issue, but of course I got family members and friends who you have this long-term beef with your co-parent, and because y'all not on the right terms, it affects the kids. And honestly, this little girl, she was innocent. Now, when he said we ain't talking Mama Smurf, I'm sure she did do some stuff. I'm sure both of them was wrong. Dr. Umar, you was wrong, because at the end of the day, if you paying child support and she keeping you away from your daughter, you can take her to court. I know you make more than an average American. You can fight the courts to have some type of custody rights to go see your daughter. And I'm sure she probably was mad at him and you know, and I'm just speculating, but you know, you be mad and I don't want you around my daughter. I don't want you around my daughter. And now she's 22, 23, and you clearly she was longing for a father, and she wants to meet her sister, the other daughter that Dr. Umar had. Now I do remember saying years ago he had 2 daughters, but he didn't really have the best relationship with them because of the moms. And I'm sorry, man. I'm tired of that being brothers' excuses. I'll say this over and over again. At some point, you got to get the courts involved. I got too many people I know, man, no, bro, she tripping, man. No, you don't understand. No, I do understand. You're going to have to spend $4,000-$5,000 and go to court, maybe even more. But the money should be nothing compared to your kids. See, kids, they don't care about the beef that goes on. All they know is, well, he wasn't around for this, and she wasn't around for this, and he wasn't around for that. And I never seen my father in a certain light. You know, the world might know him as, you know, Dr. Umar Johnson, but to me, he's a deadbeat absentee father. And you know, like I said, a lot of these guys, man, a lot of brothers in the conscious movement, while, you know, they do say good things, sometimes you have to listen to the message and not the messenger. Because when you dig into a lot of these guys' lives, some of these guys, they're not pro-black. You know, all you gotta do is look at who they're marrying, having kids with. And then a situation like this where, you know, she's claiming he's absentee, and, you know, I won't be surprised if he was. He never denied it. He just said that he been paying child support, which, again, we're not commending you, but kids want more than that. Kids don't care about child support. Kids care about time. You know, Dr. Umar, if you didn't have nothing, but you were still present, to her, you're a superhero. You know, but it ain't just him. You know, like I said, a lot of leaders, a lot of former presidents, you name them, you know, a lot of these guys aren't practicing what they preach. And like I said, sometimes you gotta listen to the actual message instead of the messenger. But, you know, Dr. Umar, man, listen, if you ever hear this video, instead of you arguing back and forth with your daughter, man, just call her. You know, call her and set something up. I remember listening to Coach Prime, I think it was last year before, he was talking about being a father. And one thing he said was, I'm not perfect, but I've always been present. You know, that's just something that a lot of fathers got to do, man. Listen, if you got kids by these, I understand. Some of them might be crazy. Some of them are playing games, but you gotta take the legal route because you gotta be there for your kids. Because, you know, if he's not raising her, then some other man's plan and goals and ideology is getting instilled into your daughter, man. I'm sorry. If I had kids out there and I knew they were my kids, there's no way I could sleep at night knowing that I have never been around. I don't care if they live in a different country. I don't care if they in LA and I got to get on a flight to come out there. You should always have relationships with your kids, man. You know, especially when they growing up. But I just want to give my quick thoughts about it. I mean, do y'all agree, disagree? Do y'all think it's on the mom? Do y'all think it's Dr. Umar? Do y'all think it's possibly both? Let me know what y'all think.